Hello guys, welcome to a short video about the 115.2 pre-release that reintroduces a chance for trees to spawn a beehive. A 5% chance when you grow a tree that it will grow with a beehive on it. As you can see here, I've grown a lot of trees. I've just let them grow naturally. It works with birch and oak, and this is different, so let's just go to the other side and look, and there's a beehive and there's bees in it, and all you need to do is to have a flower in I'm a bit confused whether it's in a 2 block range or a 5 block range, but if you have it in a 2 block range it will certainly work. So of course immediately I thought to myself, that means that beehives and bees are renewable. And if you actually played in 115, you know they're actually not that easy to find a beehive. So it's quite useful. And then I thought, why not use my old tree farm, my go-to tree farm? And actually I haven't made a tutorial for this, but it's very simple. I'll go through it shortly, and then I'll tell you how to modify it to make it spawn beehives and bees as well. There it is from above. That's all there is to it, and the white box you see is just me having a structure block so I can fill it with air, so I don't have to chop down this wood, because this is how it works. Normally you would, you know, grab your axe and you just chop away at the wood, but now I will just load this block of air and whoopsie, they're gone. So this is the actual footprint of the tree farm. It's quite small. Very simple to build in survival. That's basically what I'm always after. It's of course a bit expensive because it uses a lot of servers, but it's incredibly easy to build. You probably can see what's going on just from looking at it, and I won't do a block by block tutorial or anything. All you need to know is that when you place in the observers, you have to place them in this way with the red bomb pointing this way before you place in these guys, the pistons. And what else do you need to know? The height, of course. If you want to have it growing both oak and birch, it will have to be 7 high, and basically everything else you can see how it works. I have a pressure plate down here that goes down to piston that pushes in an observer looking into another observer, which is an observer clock that kind of fires the this dispenser with the bone meal. I just broke the wrong glass. Let me have this back. It should be there. And of course all these are sticky pistons, and there's wood on them. I mean, you know, you probably know the basics of a tree farm. So this is where the tree grows, and when the tree grows a solid block, it kind of fires this observer, and that kind of fires the whole thing. You know, you've probably seen it. It works like most other tree farms out there. The only thing that I made different to make it work with bee farms is actually I made this. I took out this. I took out one of these and one observer, so that from the place where the tree grows, there's 1-2 blocks in a 2 block height, because beehives will always grow too high on this block. It can be on this side, or this side, but it won't be on this side because there's a block there, and it won't be on here because there's a block there. I mean, it will grow here naturally, but it won't be on this because there's a block here, and it won't be on this one because there's a block here, and it won't be here. So it will always grow or spawn or whatever it does here. And I just took out a stone right there and put a flower that is within range, and the amount of tree that this tree farm generates is, I think it's 104 trees before it stops, and in general it gives 2 to 5 beehives, and it takes about 5 minutes. And of course what you need is axe with silk touch, because that's a new thing as well in 1.15.2, that you can actually take out a beehive without the bees getting aggressive if you have silk touch, as long as they're inside, or they don't even have to be inside, but you want them to be inside because you also want the bees in the nest. But let me just change the controls. It's really basic. I just set the control to my arrow key, and I put something on my keyboard, and then it just, you know, goes. Basically like any other tree farm you've probably seen out there. Let's just see how long we have to wait. If we have to wait too long, I'll just cut the video. There it is. And if you wait a second, you will see the bee popping out. The smart move would be to just chop it before the bees pop out, but we'll just wait so that you can see it. The bees will pop out in this place, and after a while they will pop back in. And all you have to do when you have the silk touch, there it is. All you have to do when you have the silk touch axe is to chop it down from where you were standing down there, and it will be picked up by the hoppers and put in the chest. So the bees can't really get to the flower, but they still go out and they hang out. You see, they don't get white bums, so they don't get pollinated, but after a short while they will pop back in again. Come on. Yep, and just chop it. There it is again. Let's just pop it up, then go back to this. And there we have a full block. So this time it only produced 2 beehives. Alright guys, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it, and even if you have another tree farm in your world, you will probably be able to implement this very easy in the design. Otherwise I will leave a world download to this tree farm so that you can actually just duplicate this and have a tree bee farm in your world as well. And of course, as always, did you like the video? Please leave it a like, and if you really want to see more, subscribe. Bye.